We just discovered the most insane mountaintop compound, but we're in our own backyard here in Utah. Look at this.
All right, guys, today's video is a good one. In fact, it's so good and it was such a shocking discovery for me that I need to give you a little bit of a backstory before we get into the actual video. So about a year ago, a little more, me and Dieseldave and a couple of the other guys were in the helicopter flying through the west desert of Utah. And we were flying low to the ground, checking things out, having fun. And we came up on this mountain range. And the very first mountain on this range was just kind of like this steep, straight up hill. And as we got closer, we thought, is there a house on there? Is there some sort of building? And as we started to fly over it, which you're gonna see here in this video clip that we insert, you're gonna realize that we came across one of the most insane, most untalked about, nobody had ever heard of this, mountaintop compound right in our own backyard here in Utah. I mean, literally, guys, this place looked like something you would see in the Middle East, like a big compound in the middle of the, nowhere. And as we started to circle around, we started to realize that there was a lot of action going on here. Somebody had either been living here or doing a lot of work. So after that day, I went home, pulled up the map coordinates, figured out the property tax records, and went through and tried to contact the person who owned that because we were so curious. We wanted to stop in and check it out or just learn more about it. And so for 6 months, I went back and forth trying to get a hold of this guy. I found his name, found his information, but it was all old and outdated. And at the end of all my efforts, we weren't able to get a hold of him. So it was kind of a bummer. Fast forward to like a week or so ago, we get a random email out of the blue from a guy saying, "Hey, my name is Alan. I watch your YouTube channel. I love it. You guys do some cool stuff. Maybe you guys would be interested to learn more about this cool, property that I have." And then he begins to describe the mountaintop compound that we saw a year prior. We never made contact with him. He didn't know that we were trying to reach out to him. So, I got a little more information from him and I was like, hell yeah, let's go tour this place because nobody's ever been up there. You guys will have never seen any sort of videos or pictures of this place because they don't exist. But for some reason, Alan, this awesome dude, decided to give us full access. So what you're gonna see in this video is like something we've been looking forward to doing for a long time and that I don't think anybody else has ever done. So buckle up and enjoy. This is a good one.
This is literally the top of a very, very steep mountain. Just a little flat plateau here, literally Troll Mountain. Each side of us is sheer cliffs. We're standing on what will be the home of a guy named Alan. Alan has been building this for about 20 years. And as you can see, it's just this full-fledged compound up here with just the most insane views, the most insane driveway, and the most insane floor plan you've ever seen in your entire life. Literally tunnels going everywhere. 5-story block house that he's built one block at a time, one bag of cement at a time. He's literally hauled 20,000 bags of 80-pound cement to the top of this to build what he's got here. And he's not even done yet. He's got a long ways to go. But I mean, if you'll see over here, this is not a small structure. This is a big building. And it's sitting on what's maybe on top of this mountain, and the rest, like I said, is just sheer cliffs. Buckle up, guys, because you are gonna absolutely enjoy this. Nobody's ever had cameras up here before. This is the first time he's ever allowed anybody up to kind of come tour and take a look. So this is exclusive look at something that most of you would have never seen ever before if Alan didn't let us in today. So buckle up and enjoy.
My name is Alan Morris. I really enjoy adventures and building new things. Right now I'm working on a project up in the mountains on building a self-sustained home that you can work at and live at, which sustains itself and can grow.
Ladies ready to go?
Welcome back to the cutting board. Today's episode, we'll be making smoothies. That's why I'll be talking smoothly. Starting with the first ingredient, which is a banana. Grab your knife. Make sure you slice it perfectly. You can take the peel off if you want. I like to leave the peel on. Throw it in the blender. Next ingredient, a carrot. But if you can't seem to get your hands on a carrot, have some strawberries. As you can tell, these knives have been around for a long time. They don't cut so well anymore. Nothing to be worried about. Put it in the blender. And you want to make sure it always ripe sprouts. Just cut the tips off. Yeah, you can leave the plastic in, it'll work its way out in the oven. There you go. Yep. All right, then you just gotta add some of this almond milk in. Yep, right there. Oh, it's in my boot. In case you got tummy problems like I do, you just wanna add some Pepto. Nice, let it drizzle to the bottom. That's actually gonna bring out the pink flavor. Everybody loves Pepto flavor, right? So you do. And now, we blend. Shake it around. Shake it around, get all the goodness to the bottom. Yep. And you're ready to drink. This is gonna be delicious. Let me just grab a glass and pour. This is gonna be good. It's so good. It's so good when it hits your lips.
And freeze. You know what this guy needs? You know what everybody needs? With Christmas coming up, I've got the best present idea you'll ever hear. You see, a channel all about knives should have some nice knives. That's why I am going to give my friend a brand new set of Kamikoto knives. Guys, these Kamikoto knives are freaking legit. This is, hands down, one of the sharpest knives I've ever felt in my entire life. It's built with 800 years of Japanese knife making technology. It's also built using all Japanese source steel, which is actually a really big deal. If you want to be the star of the Christmas gift giving this year, I need you to click the link in my description below, go to the Kamikoto website, use the promo code SPARKS, and you're gonna get $50 off any Kamikoto products. Like I said, these make a ridiculously awesome Christmas gift because they come in this super nice ashwood box. The packaging, the presentation is just top notch. So guys, click the link in my description below and make it happen now. Now with that said, let's make my best friend's Christmas dreams come true. Hey man.
Hey!
I think these knives might really help your channel.
Are those Kamikotos?
And your smoothies.
Thanks, Heavy D!
Merry Christmas.
Oh, it is a Merry Christmas. I love it, I love it, I love it.
Hate to tell you guys, my place is a mess. Probably just want to park here. Some of this is left over after the fire. I hadn't like taken care of everything. We got the more interesting stuff up there.
It's all interesting. It's all got a story.
Yeah. It's like this right here. This is one of those military pole trailers.
Yeah.
They're not, you don't see them very often. And that's liner that they use for the bottom landfills.
Oh yeah, the blue membrane.
Yeah.
That's some heavy duty stuff.
Yeah. And then this right here, funny enough, this came out from the pile. This is leftover tailings from a mine operation. I don't know where it came from. It was right in front of the gate down there when Morgan Asphalt
Heavy
came.
that is.
Morgan Asphalt came and redid it. We had to pick it all up, and I said we might as well grab it because apparently it was supposed to be from a gold mine.
That's pretty dense.
We found a 80-pound chunk of silver in the pile. A blob.
Jeez.
No.
Got to finish sifting through it.
Yeah. That right there is a military mobilizer. They're used to move the modules, but it works really good on moving big pieces of equipment that I don't have a trailer for.
Yeah. What is this? Old Scout?
Yeah, it's my friend Scout.
We're gonna walk right by that.
I did. That's awesome. This is so cool. There's so much cool stuff out here. This is a glimpse into my future.
I had been rebuilding this. This came from Desert Storm.
Oh, wow.
That truck right there. And I was going to put the 5-ton engine in it. I had a 5-ton engine mounted up to the 2.5-ton bell housing transmission, but it was burned. These are the M151 Jeep wheels and tires. Wow. The newer Jeep.
These are all deuce and a half?
Those are Gamma Goat.
Oh, Gamma Goat. What are you doing this all?
That all came from where Broken Arrow is located right now.
Yeah.
These are the reactors that were left over. I was planning on modifying, using them to make a couple furnaces.
That'd be awesome. God, this is cool.
These are M715s.
Yeah.
I have a complete one up on the top and another model of one complete over here. I want to fix them up. They had the Tornado engine in them, and I want to figure out a way to mount the Mopar 318
Oh,
V8
that'd be pretty cool.
in there.
The body's pretty straight.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
In pretty good shape.
This is a 1.5 deuce dump over here.
Oh, wow.
These were pretty rare, and I only picked this up a few years ago.
Yeah, I've never seen a 1.5 deuce with a dump bed. That's a great little truck.
I've been putting all the parts aside that'll need to be rebuilt, and I just haven't got until I get everything else done.
Right.
It's one of my top projects.
That's cool.
These are your precursor to your 900 series.
Use the 816s.
These are the 35s.
Oh, okay.
There's an 800 series that came after these. Interesting enough, I bought this for parts.
Yeah.
Because this boom right here is going to be needed for something which I'll show you here soon. So
That needs a Hellcat engine.
this was used by Davis School District.
Huh.
This even has an extra. You can extend it slightly. You can extend it farther than the normal.
Oh, really?
And basically, you could lift stuff up and load it onto the trailer.
Is it a rotator too?
Yeah, it rotates.
That's
This
cool.
has a single ram in the center. The newer ones, like you
Have that
have,
double
have a
rams.
double ram.
Looks like the front of a half track.
Yeah, well, they had a half track version with the half track in the back, and then they had a wheeled version.
What's this old track deal here?
Yes, this, okay, we've got some mining history here. This compressor and these two air tracks right here came from Eureka.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember the name of the miner. He was pretty famous up there. He passed away and his family sold it all to me.
Wow.
I got a bunch of like other mining tools, you know. I went through the shed that was been falling down and grabbed all the little pieces for all the old drills, and I managed to put a couple together.
Are they all air powered? Air drive and everything?
Yeah, it's air runs hydraulic, I believe. I think.
That's
Or is it
crazy.
air? Maybe it is just
It might be
air.
big air. Those are cool old machines.
Yeah, it's one of those projects. Yeah, this was, I guess, the last one, this was the one that he was running last.
Yeah.
This model, the military used.
Huh.
So I don't know if he bought it from the military or if it was just civilian purchased.
Yeah. Got some of the rare Michelins. These smaller ones are pretty rare.
Yeah, I don't really need that. I didn't really know what I'm gonna do with it.
12 520s. Then you got a stack of trucks up here.
This Dodge is the one that brought all the mining equipment down from Buffalo.
Oh, this one is?
I had to modify it. Had brackets come out, and we loaded 30-foot rail across either side.
That's cool.
I have a record. The record is, for every first snowfall of the year, I grab a snowball and I throw it, and I've successfully hit somebody every time.
Oh, somebody.
Oh, no. There's no distance. Oh, no. I had to do Ouch.
I thought my snowball was really hard at that point.
A 5-ton dump.
That's 5 ton?
Yeah, I bought that from the estate auction.
Really?
And here is a brand new 900, but look at the boom. What's wrong with it? They bent the boom. A brand new one. Come on.
Jeez, how'd they do that? That's impressive.
Bent the boom. A severe amount.
What the hell were they trying to lift?
I'm guessing the engine had a runaway, because when I got this, one of the injector pump inside, one of the connections had broken, and they say it was probably because somebody somehow had over revved, and I think that the control mechanism for the auto speed control got stuck in full, and somebody was trying to stop it.
Oh.
And didn't know how to really do it, and so they were trying to use the hydraulics to try to wind it down on and do it. That's the only guess I can have.
Right.
When they were setting it down, because those metal bars were upholding it,
Right.
try to stall the engine, they must have bent it.
Oh, they hooked it to the bars and then probably tried to stall it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, that thing's almost brand new, isn't it? Yep. Just gotta swap out the boom, it'll be good to go. That's a nice truck.
So this is my that's my truck I run around getting all the big loads with.
Yeah.
when I had to go through the tires and change the tires.
Oh yeah.
Once I did that, I didn't want to see the trucks again.
I don't blame you. And you just got stacks of trucks through here.
These are all from the fire district.
Are they water tankers or
Yeah.
fuel?
Water tank. Well, they were initially fuel tanks. This I got from Jack Tomlin, who beat me out of it when it was on the sale at Twilla Army Depot. Oh, and a rare deuce-and-a-half fire truck that was initially designed with singles.
Oh really?
You don't see those.
No. I'll take Big Red for a spin, Jim. Oh yeah, look at that.
The axle hubs are slightly different. There's
Yeah.
a way to do it to bring them out. And this is what the one version that they had that only came with singles with the bigger tires.
That's another museum piece there. Ah, that's really cool.
Got these here.
Oh yeah.
They got the big heavy axle systems under them.
Yeah, everybody's after these trucks.
There's another fire truck that came from Idaho.
If you like to walk in, just like. Nope, not too.
Basically, this line of deuce-and-a-halves, this is what came out of that Clearfield yard.
That whole line up there?
Yeah, this whole line, even that, even the tractor trailers.
Okay. Do they all run?
You know, I bet you I probably could put a battery in them and they'd start right up.
Yeah.
Even on the old fuel.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this is another M715, but it's a different. It was the
Got the service body on it.
telegraph body.
Oh.
Or the telegraph lines or
Yeah.
whatever, communication lines. Yeah. Initially all the stuff was going to be in this area that I cut out here, but then like I told him, that big auction came up, and with nobody bidding on it, I suddenly got a whole mess of trucks all at once.
That's a pretty cool trailer.
Yeah.
Got your shed there.
ATV's little shed.
Got the guest house.
Yeah, but it's basically parts storage.
Yeah.
And a lot of these tires I got, there's a lot of them are still good. Some of them are not so good.
Cool old Suburban.
This was my record that I was using quite a bit. This is the one that I had that catastrophic failure with the dog bone. But what happened is just after I got it all painted and working good, if you look on the back, you'll notice I had a semi-truck in the evening when I was towing it back out here, ran into me. This guy wasn't paying attention and drove right in the back of my Suburban. It's really disappointing when you've rebuilt something.
Yeah, exactly.
You have it like a couple of months and then it gets whacked. Here's mining equipment.
That's oh, look at those carts.
There's a mucker right there.
That's all the stuff you brought out of Buffalo?
Another mine cart real fast?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And you can see the track. That one piece of track's a 30-foot. That's what I carried down on the sides of that truck.
And these are old side dumps?
Yeah. There's this little step right
Oh,
here.
yeah.
And the operator steps on it right here, and you operate the controls here. And you lift it up, dump it in. One controls this, and then one controls left and right. And a lot of people died.
I'm sure.
Because they were operating one, and he turned it left and crushed himself between the wall and the machine.
Jeez.
This truck was one of 3 that came from another place in Salt Lake, more M880s.
Yeah.
Mostly used by fire departments.
Yeah, they love those old trucks.
These are the trucks that I really use for doing stuff.
Yeah. What's this rail?
Oh, it's I was thinking of putting a tunnel in, and I got a hold of this old track mobile. So the wheels will come down, you can drive off, and then you can come back on. It was used at the old the chemical plant next to it when my friends took it over, and it was Basic Elements Manufacturing. Initially, it was non-running. I fixed it up and got it working for them, and then they went and beat it up.
Huh.
And then it wasn't running anymore, and so I picked it up.
Mining out of here? This was
Nothing. I did all this.
You did the rails?
Yeah, I put the rails in. Cool.
That's awesome.
What I want to do here is put like a little mining museum.
Oh, yeah.
And so I started a lot of the ties. I want to build a little area there. And I broke into a little pseudo cave system right there.
Really?
I was digging. It's not really much.
Yeah.
There's an ambulance cut me.
Yeah, those are awesome. That's cool.
So I figured this would be a nice place to build like a little mining museum.
Yeah, it'd be perfect for it. You got a wrong side excavator.
It's an old John Deere.
Never seen one with a cab on the right.
It has its issues. Everything up top is done by hand or my little Mini X.
You're out of your mind. You're crazy.
In fact, I was working on this to get it up and going again. Problem is you just can't get parts for it.
Right.
It has a large nitrogen accumulator for shock prevention on that side, and the seal's gone.
Oh.
So the track goes loose. So what I ended up doing, I took out the fitting for the nitrogen and put a grease zerk in it. So
Nice.
I filled it up too.
Yeah.
But it'll slowly leak out.
Right.
You grease it up and use it, it'll stay at pressure for, you know, a couple months.
Yeah.
You just have to put another tube or two in. I remember
Oh, it's a
looking for
Michigan.
it. Yeah, Michigan, yeah. Look at that. I mean, it's got
Yeah, it's a
counterweight
tank.
that's just,
Counterweight's 12 inches thick. Jeez.
all these wooden ties here came from along I-80 from the when they were redoing all the guardrails.
Oh, okay. You doing firewood out of them?
No.
What's
we
this?
Use them for building.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's great stuff.
These are little 3/4 ton trailers. Those are pretty nice.
Yeah, those are nice.
Those are what I use for behind the pickup truck.
Yeah,
I love it out here.
so do I.
The one thing I am mad at myself is I made this area right in here not look as good like I want. I
Yeah.
like overloaded myself.
You got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you start hauling off some of that scrap, it'll clean up pretty quick.
Yeah.
How far out do you think you are in finishing?
I'll be done next year.
Nice.
Probably halfway through.
Built a railroad by hand. This guy, Alan, he is a very interesting dude. This giant collection, I just keep seeing little glimpses into my future. It's pretty amazing out here. And this is just the parking lot. Now we're headed up to where I've wanted to go for a long, long, long time. Top of Troll Mountain right there. He's got this compound he's built up there, all by hand. Literally 2 bags of cement at a time. You'll see the road that we're about to go up. He doesn't call a road, he calls it a trail. Look at how happy he is. How about this for a driveway? Oh my gosh. The compound. We've arrived, and it is just as cool as I expected. But I don't think we're getting any drone shots today.
Yeah! I was right, Ed. My back is so sore.
What's the elevation right here? Probably 5,000?
What is really cool is there's sometimes we get the fog in the valley, and the fog will come up within about 75 feet of the top.
Really? Stay right
And
below
it looks like I'm on an island floating in the clouds.
Yeah, 5180. Start.
Yeah. Well, there's another 715. There's a 715 all fixed, ready to go.
Awesome.
This building here, that was up at the Buffalo mine.
Oh, okay.
It's got a bunch of bullet holes in it.
Does it? How'd you get this up here?
On the pickup truck. So
That's really cool.
That's 3/4 ton Dodges are great.
Yeah, they are. That's an old mining locomotive, underground mining. So big battery, and then it pulls the little side dump wagons. That's crazy.
I picture Dave having these up above his pool. Your kids sit in it, and that's like those buckets.
Yeah.
Those buckets at the water parks where they fills up, and then when it's so full, it splashes out. You know?
Yeah.
Just your kids in here.
Wow, those turn pretty easy.
Caught. Okay, there we go. Push the lock up
Dump it out.
and dump it out.
There's a decent amount of flat space up here. Where'd all these rocks come from? That's really cool.
I was building a wall here to block the wind.
Yeah.
This is all going to be built up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's got. I want to get it about probably about 8-10 feet tall to block the wind.
That's rad.
It's hard to see, but it's like a mess. There's a very rare M880 ambulance.
Oh, really? Oh,
that
yeah.
was one of the 3 that were in the movies.
Oh. Where's your power and water come from?
Some solar panels.
Okay.
And then I haul the water in.
Do you? This is your trusty steed?
Yeah, this came from MagCorp. When I got it, it had this front section didn't have it. I built the whole front.
Oh, really?
Out of just some surplus Rams I had.
That's impressive, man. You built this whole arm.
Seat's well used.
That's
memory
on my
foam.
list.
Got the one tree up here.
Yeah, see the tank right there? What I usually do is I bring right now I just put barrels in the back of the truck.
Oh, yeah.
And then I pump the water up. And since it was winter time, I just drained it. I just drained the system. We'll go this way.
You've done all this.
Yeah.
So you set the cinder blocks, then fill them with concrete?
Yeah. Some of them are filled concrete with rebar, and then
Yeah.
some of them I use stones with the concrete. And these beams here, these 2, and some of these other, the 10-inchers, came from Twilla Army Depot when they went and scrapped one of their big buildings. That was another big project of money.
Yeah.
So,
What's the whole purpose behind this place? I don't even think I've heard yet.
well, the point is to have a place I can work and also live and be able to do research to design like new power systems, solar systems, alternate energy and stuff. But you need to be away from the town to do that. And basically to have something where you keep in the family and you just keep it going to the next generations.
Yeah. Where's the guest bedroom? I'll throw up my bag.
Oh, really? Well, this is going to be one of the bathrooms here, because that's a shower.
That shower there?
Yeah. This would be like the main master bedroom or whatever.
Have you done all the work here yourself?
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. When did you start?
I would say around 2001.
This is
So
insane.
yeah, since basically
It is blowing
April,
crazy up here.
May.
The wind, and inside this building is like almost perfectly still. Like all these are cinder blocks that he's filled with rebar and concrete, so it's poured the whole thing. This is nuts. So this is the main floor, I think,
She's my.
where the master bedroom would be.
We go up here and get a better view.
This is nuts. He's done this all by hand.
You of that wind tone.
This is exactly what I expected.
Nice.
Yeah, from here you have like a better viewpoint.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, man, it's just blowing everything around.
Hell yeah.
Well, you got to get some altitude.
Just keeps going.
Woo!
This freaking wind is holding us up. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm not going to end up in the ground here.
Hands will blow to Ogden. Whee!
I think we're at the highest point.
Wow. That wind is literally pushing us off the top. That's 60, 70 all day. Okay, but while you got the camera, you can see this is literally in the middle of nowhere. I mean, miles from anything, anyone, and to be able to get up here, you saw what we had to go up. So as you can see, it's very remote, very isolated, very protected. And even if somebody did get up here, then they got to get through this concrete fortress, plus whatever weapons he may or may not install. So will this be the top level here?
Well, this up here will be solar panels.
Okay.
Woo. But right here is really nice.
Oh, this is really
Stays
cool.
warm,
Yeah.
nice and warm right up here.
Yeah. Where's kitchen gonna be?
It's all the way down. We haven't seen that floor yet.
Oh, you haven't gone down. How many floors are we? 3?
1,
2, 3,
4, 5.
5. Oh my goodness.
These beams were interesting. These beams go all the way through the building. They're like, I think about 26 feet long.
Yeah.
Basically, I cut a hole in the bumper and I put a bolt in the bumper to the end of the beam and dragged it up in the Dodge. And then because the Mini X could only sort of push them up a little bit, I had to like drag them with come-alongs into place.
Gosh. Oh man. You are an animal.
It would be like half an inch, half an inch, half an inch, half an inch.
The time that's gone into this is just unfathomable. Even moving those beams has taken days.
I actually have got tricks. I can move beams and stuff really fast. So
We haven't even seen the basement yet.
No.
Do you have a drawing of what this is going to look like, or is this all in your head?
It's all in my head.
That's awesome.
The biggest issue, and look at all the conduit and the electrical boxes in the wall.
Yeah.
To get
forever.
all of this so that it all fits where it is, I have to calculate it in my head.
Yeah.
And there's radiant floor heating for heating.
Oh.
There's tubes in there. I wonder if I can see it in here. Oh yeah, you can come in here. You can see some of it.
Oh yeah.
This is a central column to connect, but there is more of this sticking out in places.
Okay.
So
That's how you heat the floor.
In order to do it, the easiest way is you always work from the out in.
Right.
Because then you don't have to plan too much.
Yeah.
You have to know generally what you need to do.
Right.
And then you work it in.
Yeah.
But everything needs to be thought up beforehand. You know, it's a lot of work, but it's fun.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a lot of fun.
The hardest part of stuff like this is the logistics.
Right.
That's what tires me the most.
Yeah.
It's getting all the concrete and the water
Getting everything
to
up
where
here.
you need it.
Right.
And that's what really slows things down.
Right.
And wears you out.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, oh great, that's a lot I have to do in a
Right.
day.
Yeah.
And you get that, but when you actually see things happen,
Yeah.
it's really cool.
Absolutely.
That's when I don't like pouring the concrete down the block because
Right.
you don't see that you've done anything that day really.
Yeah.
You'll spend like a couple of days putting this up and you don't see anything.
Just
But when you
disappears.
actually put the walls up, it's like cool, you see something new.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was thinking that's got to be depressing watching the concrete go down in the block.
Oh, it's like, how much do I have to put down there? It's like there's as much going down in the block as you see in like the floors and the ceilings.
Gosh. 20,000 bags of concrete.
Where do you buy all your concrete?
Home Depot, and they're nice. They bring it right to the bottom of the mountain. This is like the first floor, and that's the kitchen area.
Okay.
Those are the solar panels. They just in
Oh,
here
yeah.
to be stored.
Big stack
whole
of them.
pallet of
Yeah.
them. And I just ended up using this as my storage and tools for right now. It'll all be.
They're stuck in here for time and all eternity.
Yeah, well, they won't be here much longer because that's what that other little building is out there to put on. Oh, hold on. If you wait a second, let me turn on power. I have to go to the other thing to get it.
Unreal.
Is this where the guest bedroom is?
Let me turn on power, man.
I didn't go anywhere. I was just trying to. The flashlight's not even touching that darkness. That's some thick darkness.
What you got there? Oh, cut the
I
power?
turned power on.
Yeah, well, this isn't set up right here, but
Jeez. Going to the catacombs.
this is sort of my little shop right now.
Dude, this is so cool.
So,
is this where you started the build?
yeah, this is the bottom of this section right here.
Garage?
This is there's a tunnel.
Oh, cool.
A tunnel. A tunnel. There's a tunnel. There's a real life tunnel. Oh my gosh.
It's got rail track here for the mine cart.
Did you tunnel this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. Alan, this is cool.
This is the shaft to go down to connect to the micro cave system I've been working on.
The what system?
There's a micro cave system in here when I want to get the 50-degree air out of.
Hold on, a micro cave system.
Yeah.
What's a micro cave system?
That's my term that I created. Basically, it's a cave that's formed because there's a bunch of rocks that are glued together with gaps. And so the air is able to flow in at various points of the mountain and come out.
Yeah.
And so basically, if you can tap into that, you can tap into the temperature of the inside of the mountain. So you can use that for
heating
and cooling.
Yeah.
So
You did all this?
yeah,
It's amazing. How did you do it?
just did it.
You just grabbed a pickaxe and went to town? Look at this.
I'd make forms for the arches and stuff.
Okay, hold on. This is a legit
That's an
shaft.
AC unit.
There's a legit, that's a solid 30 feet, 40 feet to the bottom. And then it branches out?
It's just starting. It's got more work. It's got to go down another 50 feet.
And you're doing it one bucket at a time?
Yeah.
Did we lose Jim and Bud?
How many buckets have gone through?
I don't know.
So how is the center of a mountain really warm then?
Yeah.
And
It
anything
stays
underground
at
is
a
55 degrees.
Yeah,
50,
it stays.
55.
Yeah, just a basic constant temperature. I wonder if the battery's still juiced up on this thing.
Is that how you go up and down?
No.
Take a trip down?
No, I just use my hands on the side. Yeah.
Hold on.
But
you have no safety, nothing. You just go down just like right
Yeah,
there.
you just crawl up and down, and shoot up and down. It doesn't take very long.
Well, no, it's not the time that I'm worried about. It's your life.
It's narrow enough. How do I? You can't really fall. If you push your arms
You
out,
just
you're gonna hit
wedge.
the wall. You wedge.
So
Now,
your braking system is just expand.
yes.
Got it. That's why you're wearing a
Where's-
coat so we can't see your
Where's
scars.
Jim and Bud? Jim!
You went to go find Bud.
He tunneled all this. He put in a track.
Yeah.
Going down?
Look at this.
Wow.
One bucket at a time.
That's incredible.
That is incredible. That's the coolest. You're a madman, Alan. This
Are
is
you guys
cool.
standing above another tunnel?
Probably.
Oh, that's just this here, but this is all concrete. It's several feet thick. There's a little hole right here, but that was so if you wanted to run the pipes down.
And then the tunnel just keeps going.
There's one of my.
Your old-
That's my little drill.
We're going to walk to the most baller wine.
Oh my gosh.
So if you wanted to add to this, like extend this out another foot, you're just going to come in here with the big pick and just start hammering on it.
No, because it's got to be as it is for structure.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Hands. He's not reckless.
Well, I'm just saying, like when you get to the end, like.
Well, if you want another thing, just go.
You're going to keep going. You're just taking a pickaxe to it or something.
You concreted your tracks in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's be water storage here.
Okay. Where's that water coming from?
That's right up against the rock.
Okay.
So it just leaks past it. I'll open this door to get some light.
So there's your mine cart.
Yeah, this is a different type. This one rotates and dumps.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Look at that. Oh my goodness. Wow. How do you not just bounce from this to that to this to that?
I have to bounce. When you run out of money doing one thing, then you go to the project that doesn't require it. When you run out of one thing, then you go to the next project.
Oh man. So this is a mine
And
cart track that pushes the tailings out off the edge of Troll Mountain.
That is cool.
Look how far we are from the main house. Oh, that's too cool.
yeah.
Basically trenched it
Yeah.
and then built the roof over it.
Yep.
A little rundown.
So this is the top of the tunnels.
Right.
You can see all the conduits and stuff running in for lights and power and water and infrastructure. This looks like your main power in.
Yep.
What did you dig with? Dynamite? Did you blast this?
Yeah, initially.
Oh my gosh.
See that right there? That was like my pile. That was like heaping pile. I filled that up and used it probably 5-6 times.
Wow.
Of heaping rock for this. But there's actually there's about 15 feet of true tunnel right there.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, the amount of man hours you have in this, has it mostly been by yourself?
All been myself.
I just love that you can continually build on whenever you want.
Yeah.
Just open up a new shaft and
Yeah.
build some rooms and keep going up.
So it was interesting, like the cargo containers coming up. Those were on the back of a 1.5 deuce up that road. And I'd have to put a huge water tank counterweight on the front extended bumper to keep it from wheeling over backwards.
Man. Yeah, that's one of those moments where you don't want the driveline to break.
Yeah, this one right here has the stuff for the 5-ton trucks and the 2.5-ton trucks. Yeah. It's hard when you're by yourself and you're doing all of this to keep everything nice and tidy.
And to remember what you got and what you don't got.
You know what? I don't remember everything I have. Sometimes it's Christmas just when I go through a pile and find something.
Sweetheart bike right there.
Yep.
I put a lot of miles on an XR.
Yeah,
I think I've done 30,000 miles.
Yeah. This thing stopped running and it's been here since. I believe it's the ignition module. The city environment in of itself is not bad, but it tends to give an artificial version of what reality is. And people start losing touch on what's real. Relationships with people and stuff. When you're out in nature, you usually have to rely a lot on yourself, but you also, it's not one way. I mean, there's a lot of other people that you end up working with. Just because I would be working out there myself, there's an amazing amount of other people behind the scenes, the people who made the concrete for me, the equipment that I use. But it keeps you grounded. You're closer to what God has created. When you get into the cities, you tend to be more distracted. When you're out in the rural areas, people are more connected to one another. You know more of the people, you have more of a relationship. The cities tend to get to the point where you're disconnected.
This exceeded all of my expectations. I knew it was going to be cool, but yeah. The amount of stuff he's hauled up here on this sketchy ass road. Like, this road is sketchy to drive up with just people, let alone a fully loaded cargo truck.